ladies and gentlemen. This is Bob, Command Performance Hope, telling all you soldiers, sailors, and Marines that although Johnny Doughboy found a rose in Ireland, what he really wants is that stinkweed in Berlin.
This is London, and this is the fourth Christmas Eve. The beef eaters may have become spam eaters, but no one has seen Scrooge about tonight. Our men have been giving parties for British children. They have made toys of odd bits of wood and metal. Big, tough sergeants have played Santa Claus. Thousands of British children, especially the orphans and the poor, have had a memorable time thanks to the Americans. Our men are the best fed, best paid, and best uniformed soldiers in this war. And this Christmas they have certainly maintained the American tradition of good-natured generosity. Some of them are a little homesick, but you couldn't tell it by looking at them. I've asked many of them what they'd like to say if they were talking to America tonight. And most of them have said, well, you see, it's a little tough to know what to say. But you know how it is. I've an idea. Most of them would tell you, don't worry too much. We're all right, and we're amongst friends. And some of them on this dark night might repeat the words written a long time ago. Though there be darkness, it shall be as the morning, and thou shalt be secure, because there is hope.
The Johnson Wax Program with Fibber McGee and Molly.
McGee, where are you? What are you doing?
I'm trying to get the door closed on the hall closet, Molly. It's so full of stuff, it's sprung open.
Aha! I got it. That was quick thinking, McGee, old man. If she ever caught you doing that stuff...
Ladies and gentlemen, even while we wish you a Merry Christmas, we can't help thinking that in many parts of the world, the spirit of goodwill toward men has been made a shame and a mockery. But there'll be other Christmases. And to our men in uniform all over the world, we send our prayers and our thanks for what they are doing to restore faith and decency to our world. To them we say thank you and God bless you.
And we hope and pray that when next Christmas comes, there will really be peace on earth.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Shore.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Please have and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the light gleams. I'll be home Christmas, if only in my dreams. Christmas Eve will find me la da 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 where the light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my
Thank you, relatives. How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? This is Bob Christmas Eve Hope, telling all you Americans to keep backing up our boys, and when Santa comes down from the ice and snow, he'll find us sticking together like Franklin, Winston, and Joe. Yes, sir. I'm very happy to be on this wonderful Christmas Eve show. Christmas is so exciting here. You should see the Christmas trees in Hollywood Boulevard tonight. They floated down from the Yukon last week. I don't mean to say that the snow has been that loose everywhere. I understand it's so cold in the Middle West that even the Republicans are waiting for the fireside chats. But Christmas spirit really prevails in Hollywood. All the boys in the service are visiting the canteen. You know what the Hollywood canteen is? That's the only place in the world where a private is happier with 1 star in his arms than he would be with 4 on his shoulder. I saw W.C. Fields at the canteen, and he sat next to me, but that's beside the pint. You should see his nose now that they lifted the dim out. It's wonderful. But I love Christmas because that's the time of the year that all my relatives come over and sit around the tree. And to think that only a few years ago, most of them were sitting in it. And it sneaks up on you, doesn't it, huh? And you should see the Christmas cards I got this year. I got one card from Dorothy Lamour with a picture of her and a sarong on it. What a picture. You know how George Washington looks straight ahead on a 2-cent stamp? Well, in this envelope, he keeps peeking over his shoulder. I got a lot of presents, but I received one present I heard ticking, so I threw it right into the bathtub, but I'm afraid I was a little hasty. Now I've got the only clock in the world where the cuckoo comes out every hour and blows bubbles. Crosby gave his kids Indian outfits with real feathers. I don't know where he got the feathers. All I know is that yesterday I saw a stork flying over Los Angeles in a bathrobe.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to sing the sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
And that's all for now, folks. Speaking for the band of the training command, thanks to all you for listening and for your swell letters. You guys and gals in the service, let us know your favorite tunes, because this program is dedicated to you. I Sustain the Wings has presented the band of the AAF Training Command. Next Saturday on Christmas, I Sustain the Wings will be heard from Halloran Army Hospital, Staten Island, New York, where we'll be playing for some of the boys who are sitting this one out away from home. So tune in same time, same station.
Major Glenn Miller, the well-known American band leader, is reported missing. He left England by air for Paris 9 days ago. Major Glenn Miller came over from the States early this year to direct the American band of the AEF, which has often been heard playing in the Allied Expeditionary Forces program of the BBC.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
Less than a month ago, I flew in a big Army transport plane over the little town of Bethlehem in Palestine. Tonight on Christmas Eve, all men and women everywhere who love Christmas are thinking of that ancient town and of the star of faith that shone there more than 19 centuries ago. American boys are fighting today in snow-covered mountains, in malarial jungles, on blazing deserts. They are fighting on the far stretches of the sea and above the clouds, fighting thing that for which they struggle. I think it's best symbolized by the message that came out of Bethlehem. On behalf of the American people, your own people, I send this Christmas message to you who are in our armed forces. In our hearts are prayers for you and for all your comrades in arms who fight to rid the world of evil. We ask God's blessing upon you, upon your fathers and mothers and wives and children, all your loved ones at home. We ask that the comfort of God's grace shall be granted to those who are sick and wounded, and to those who are prisoners of war in the hands of the enemy, waiting for the day when they will again be free. And we ask that God receive and cherish those who have given their lives, and that he keep them in honor and in the grateful memory of their countrymen forever. God bless all of you who fight our battles on this Christmas Eve. God bless us all. Keep us strong in our faith that we fight for a better day for humankind, here and everywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just heard the President of the United States.
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Christ the Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round young virgin, mother and child.
just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. With every Christmas card I write, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases
Just to have a word here before we close the old hall. On our fighting front, there are no silent nights, but there are plenty of holy nights. I'm sure that all of us are offering up prayers for the gallant gang of American kids to whom anything that has to do with peace still seems very far away. My own thoughts are a lot humbler than they were last year. I've talked and lived and chowed with these boys whose courage and faith is something that beggars description. Seeing those GIs kneel in a muddy pasture in France brought back to my mind the lines of an old familiar prayer that I'd heard somewhere along the line back home. God grant unto us an early peace and victory founded on justice, and instill into the hearts and the minds of men everywhere a firm purpose to live forever in peace and goodwill toward all.
Thank you. It's nice of you to welcome us into your home this holiday season. I'm sure many of you received a card this Christmas, or some past Christmas, that shows a group of singers standing in the snow, well muffled against the frosty night, singing carols.
God rest you merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day, to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. From God our Heavenly Father a blessed angel came, and unto certain shepherds brought tidings of the same. All that in Bethlehem was born the Son of God by name. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Now to the Lord sing praises on you within this place, and with true love and brotherhood each other now embrace. This holy time of Christmas all other doth efface. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.
This is Shirley Temple, wishing all of you the happiest possible Christmas, and hoping that you'll soon be back home. God keep you safe till then.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure all of us have run across men in uniform who are trying to get home for Christmas but can't because buses and trains are so crowded. We know how important it is that men on furlough get to be with their loved ones at this time especially. Every time a civilian crowds into a train or a bus for a trip that's not absolutely necessary, you can bet 10 to 1 he's preventing a serviceman from being home for Christmas. That serviceman may have spent long months overseas. Mothers and wives have every right to ask, won't you give my boy a chance to get home? We should answer, I certainly will. I promise you I will not travel unless my trip helps win this war. Thank you very, very much.
Your heart be gay. Next year all our troubles will be miles away. Once again, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Until then, we'll have to muddle through somehow. So have yourself a merry little Christmas
Before I go, there's something I'd like to say. On this day, a week before Christmas, it's not a white Christmas of which most of us dream, but a peaceful Christmas. When our men who are fighting nature and the enemy are men who are human like you and I. When these men have cast off their uniforms and dropped their guns, and empty places at the Christmas table will be filled, and Christmas will have a meaning. Will have the meaning it was meant to have by those who loved Him. I'm dreaming of a peaceful Christmas, and so are you. And there are times when it may seem far off. But it'll come. It will come.
stars afar, field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.
We're a little late, so good night, folks.